High in the misty rhododendron and oak forest of Nagaland, a creature of breathtaking beauty walks with quiet grace. This is the Blyth Tragopan, a large, strikingly colored pheasant, known for the male's brilliant rusty red head, yellow facial skin, and intricate white spots. It is a symbol of Nagaland's rich natural heritage, but like many of our planet's treasures, it faces an uncertain future, classified as vulnerable on the International Union for Conservation of Nature (IUCN) Red List. Its population is dwindling.
Blyth Tragopan is a very sensitive and shy bird. Their habitat should be high elevated, more than 1,500, and at the same time it should be subtropical and temperate, where evergreen oaks and rhododendron forests are found. Their fooding is found in a high elevated space like berries, the green leaves that they take, and they live somewhere like small stream where they can find insects. So maybe one of the reasons why they live in high elevated place and where there is rich evergreen forest because of their diet as well. The male tragopans, they are bright in color. The females are a little dull and gray in color. The decline in the population, one of the main causes is deforestation for jum cultivation and forest fire. At the same time, like for human settlement, poaching and climate change as well. Since they lived in a high elevated place, these days we are seeing a lot of climate change as well. So that may be also one of the reasons of the decline in the population.
Nagaland has been designated as a coordinating zoo for conservation and breeding of Blyth Tragopan for the whole country. It is the only known dedicated conservation and breeding center for Blyth Tragopan in the world.
The Blyth Tragopan Conservation and Breeding Center was established in the year 2012. We are working under Central Zoo Authority, and we are also supported by our Nagaland Forest Department. As a biologist, I oversee all the work of the breeding, starting from their management, their health, as well as the feedings and when to build a nesting platform, how to pair up and when to pair them, and also not document when they start laying the eggs, all the process from beginning till the end. One of the main objectives of this breeding center is to spread awareness to the community, to study their natural habitat and to conserve their gene pool. And again, one objective is to release them in the wild if we have reached a certain number of population in the breeding center. Our present stock, we have 21 in total. We have 8 female, 11 male and 2 juvenile. Blyth Tragopan is found in subtropical and temperate evergreen oak and rhododendron forests. They live in high elevated place, and here we are keeping at 1,680 ms scale. They can survive till up to 2,500 ms scale. I'll just explain the breeding cycle. So Tragopan, with the approach of the breeding season, the male birds, they become more colorful. So by the month of January, we see that the male birds become more colorful. And by the month of February or March, they'll start giving a mating call to attract the female for mating. And they will also show a plumage, 2 horns, a bit greenish and bluish in color, and they give a call, they will display their plumage, and they will also give a quick dance, and that's how they attract the female for mating. So mating takes place in the month of March, late March and early April. And after mating, female bird, they will immediately start laying the egg, and once the egg clutch size is completed, the female will start sitting on the egg and incubate. And usually here they incubate for 28 to 36 days, and here we are practicing only natural incubation. And once the chicks are hatched, they are precocile, so they can move straight away like once they are hatched. One important characteristic is that once they were hatched, The chicks, they look alike till the 4th month. It looked like a brownish, like a female tragopan. But once they have reached 4 months, the male tragopan, they will start developing the red feature. Once they reach 2 years, they will fully develop into an adult male. We are not certain about the lifespan of the tragopan, but some tragopan here at our breeding center, it's surviving for more than 10 years. So we see that these Blyth tragopan, they also have a longer lifespan than the other birds. Here, the survivability of the chicks is 50%. So far, the maximum number of chicks that was hatched from this breeding center is 3 chicks from 1 female. What we have observed here is that sometimes it is because of the predator as well. We have 1-2 cases where the predator strip in and then kill the chicks. There are some birds who does not know how to take care of the chicks properly during the rainy season when it pours heavily. When the mother does not take care of the chicks properly, somehow like the mortality, it happens.
The general objective of the program will be ex situ conservation of Blyth tragopan for the purpose of conserving the gene pool with the possibility of reintroducing back to its home range to strengthen its wild population. The other objectives are to carry out research on their habitat and breeding biology in captivity to ensure the survival and to induce natural breeding.
When we first bring or rescue any tragopan, they are very sensitive and then they stress a lot. It takes time for them also to accommodate in the captivity, because in captivity we just confine them in one place. As time passes by, within months they get accommodated to it. In the wild, they take leaves, seeds and small insects and berries, but here at our breeding center we feed them grams, wheat, broken rice, broken maize, and fruits like apple, grapes, pomegranate, watermelon, banana. And also we feed them insects like termites. We provide them green vegetables at all times. We collect the nesting materials from their natural habitat, from Konoma or Teleke. In Konoma we have a Tragopan Conservation Trust, so we usually go there or somewhere around that vicinity and collect mosses, lichens, their nesting materials. Since they are kept in the captivity in the cage, they are confined in just that enclosure. So our attendant, they go and feed them every day, do all the cleaning, and in the evening again they will clean the leftover. So it's a kind of like we take care of them from morning and evening. Blyth tragopan usually have a gastrointestinal problem, mainly bacterial and viral disease. So far, no other kind of diseases. They are kept in a confined environment, so through the contamination or sometimes maybe through human contact as well. In Kohima, we know that it often rained, so sometimes the enclosure used to be very damp. Maybe from there they get infected. We clean them every day, but there is also high chances that they can get slightly affected. We also have our doctor, so whenever we find any abnormalities in them, we call the doctor, and then the health of the bird is taken care by the doctor. We also have 1 or 2 death, or say maximum 3 birds in a year. They breed just once in a season, and the egg clutch size is also very less. It is just like a maximum 4 in total. It was established in the year 2012, but the first success was in the year 2016. And then later on there was again a huge gap, and in the year 2020 they started hatching out the chicks, and so far 2020 till date 2025 we are having continuous success. So I should say like between it should be 50 or 50 by 50. During the initial stage, we also lack the practice, the knowledge of how to breed the Tragopan in the captivity. We are also trained by a well-renowned biologist, Central Zoo Authority. So he came and he gave us technical inputs, how to breed the Tragopan like in the captivity. We have to give them popor nesting basket and popor perch where they can reach their nest, and also give them a good covering like natural vegetation to cover the nest. So that is one of the main inputs that I have learned like from him. We are also following the guideline of Central Zoo Authority, and slowly by slowly like we see the progress in the breeding of Tragopan. It is also one of our main objectives of releasing them in their natural habitat. Once they have reached the required number here in the breeding center, for that we have to study the proper habitat where it will be suitable for them to survive or not. We are working on this project like releasing them in the wild is to increase their population in the wild as well. We'll see where the population is declining and release them. As per the expertise, we cannot just release one pair or two pair in the wild because survivability rate is very less even if we release them in the wild. So the maximum pair that we have to release in the wild is 5 or 10. Since here in the breeding center, we provide them food, feed them, and then we make the nesting platform for them. But when we release in the wild, certainly they will also find difficulty in searching their food, and they will not know even how to make their nest. So that might be one of the main consequences. It will not be easy for them to adapt quickly to their own natural habitat. Here they are kept in a confined environment. We provide them all the requirements. So once we release them in the wild, they have to find their own food, they have to build their own nest, and their survival rate is also 50:50. So maybe some Tragopan they might get adapted to their natural habitat, but 100% it is not sure.
The story of the breeding center is a testament to the dedication and the growing understanding of zoos and breeding centers as essential gardens of biodiversity. It reminds us that conservation is a shared responsibility from dedicated professionals to every citizen of Nagaland.
We lack the knowledge about our state bird. Most of the people, why they don't know it is because there is lack of awareness, and we lack the knowledge of the importance of Tragopan. We consider them just like a normal bird. Tragopan is protected under Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Schedule 1, Part 3, and it is under IUCN Red List status vulnerable. So here what we are doing is that we conduct awareness program for the community in some villages, and at the same time we conduct awareness programs with the students. As a community, one thing is that they have to know the importance of Blyth Tragopan, and they also have to know that Blyth Tragopan is the state bird of Nagaland, and it's under vulnerable status under IUCN. So if Tragopan is not protected, we know that if they're under vulnerable, there's high chances that within a span of 100 years, they might be extinct from the world. So as a community, what we can do is that we have to know the importance of Blyth Tragopan and their contributions in the wild as well, and avoid disturbing their habitat and ban hunting wherever Tragopan is available.
Let us all do our part to protect these magnificent birds and the rich natural heritage that makes Nagaland so unique.
Please like and subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell for the latest contents. Also, follow us on all our social media handles.